Hi there, Taurus. Welcome to the Celestial Tarot. So today I'm going to be doing a September 2018 tarot reading for you. And this is for Taurus, Sun, Moon or Rising, or if you have, a lot of Taurus in your chart, a lot of prominent placements of Taurus in your chart, then this reading is for you. So the way that I do my reading is, on the left side, I'm going to place 5 cards, and those are going to represent your personal energy, your conscious energy, what you're consciously focused on, what your intentions and goals are, what actions you're taking, how you feel on the inside, what you're thinking about. And then on this side, I'm going to get another deck, and we're going to do 5 cards for your external world. So people, how they're behaving, how you see them behaving, things that are going on around you, events that are going on around you, that may even be just completely out of your control, even results and opportunities and outcomes, all that kind of stuff. And the reason that I'm doing the reading this way is because it's a really good way of demonstrating the law of attraction, because I believe in the law of attraction, and that this universe is a mirror of us. And so we have our conscious aspect, which is what we'll be displaying on this side, but if there's anything negative that shows up on this side, then it shows that there may be something that you are suppressing, some kind of emotion that you need to pay attention to integrate, and then that will help you to stop manifesting difficult circumstances or unhealed pain in the external environment. So, I hope it acts as a very useful tool in that sense, to help you. So I'm just going to pick these cards whenever I feel like it, randomly, intuitively. This is for September 2018. The first card we get, it is the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is a brand new inspiration or direction, a new vision that is budding, something that you can be creative with, something that you are passionate about, that brings you joy and energy, fulfillment, excitement. It's something that feels close to your heart, something that you want. It's a very personal desire and inspiration and vision that it seems, it's just in its early stages, it's just brand new, and you want to pursue it. It may be, empowering new beliefs that you're adopting that can help you really become more confident, passionate, energetic, to come into your own. So that is some really positive energy right there, right off the bat. But whether or not it turns into something, that is up to you. Whether or not you pursue it entirely and create a manifestation out of it, we shall see. You may have a new creative project, you may be really becoming more self-confident, pursuing things that make you feel great about yourself, that help to form your own identity. And then we get the Page of Pentacles. And I actually did a Taurus reading earlier, but the camera cut off. And I actually got the Page of Pentacles. That's one of the cards that I remember getting in your previous reading. So, the Page of Pentacles seems to be a very strong energy for you, as is this creative energy. In your previous reading, I do remember getting the Empress. So there's this creativity And the Page of Pentacles coming up twice, that's a really strong message that you are, this month in September, you're going to be learning something new, really being methodical, studious. You may be studying something that really helps you to learn about it, and you may be very patient and perseverant in this new direction, learning how to get things done, being practical and getting your head down and getting it sorted, trying to manifest it, trying to understand it. It could even be to do with your health and taking care of your health, a new diet, exercise regime. But this is, even though it's a slow and methodical energy, in the presence of the Ace of Wands, I see that, it's not just, typical slow energy of an earth sign, but it's very intense and vigorous and passionate. So you may be, going all in this new direction, this new physical manifestation. All these cards falling on the table makes me also think of, just having a lot of information and learning to take in. There's a lot to get on with. There's a lot of tools at your disposal to engage with. It may be a very engaging month for you, where you have a lot to get stuck into. And actually, I just remembered it is going to be September, and that is around the time when school starts, universities, colleges, everybody starts to go to those places, so could definitely be related to that. But this is something, intensely passionate. So the third card, we get the Chariot. Okay, so the Chariot goes really well with the Page of Pentacles, because the Chariot is all about resourcefulness. It relates to the archetype of Cancer, the sign of Cancer. And Cancer is like this maternal mother who, is scouring, I don't know if that's the right word, her environment for everything that she needs to take care of herself and even her children if she has any. And it's this intensely passionate, driven energy of making sure that everything and everyone is taken care of, and nothing will get in the way, of that kind of energy, because it's a maternal instinct. It's like, this thing, I really desire it, I really want it, I really care about it, and I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that I take care of it and I nurture it and I grow it. And the Chariot is like one of those vehicles. It's just like full speed ahead. But with the presence of these two Sphinx, it's also about discernment. And it may be that, this thing that you are studying and learning, because you're a Page of Pentacles in this area, you're just new, you're starting off, there's a lot of ground to cover, there's a lot of territory to discover, and it's a case of discernment. Which way is what things lead to what, So it's not necessarily straightforward, but it seems like your inspiration, your passion, is preventing you from getting too overwhelmed, and you just have this motivation and this inner drive. It's an inner motivation, it's not extrinsic motivation. You're not necessarily motivated by what it will give you or what it means for the outside, but there's a massive internal drive towards this thing to really make it, to really do it well, to really be thorough. It's not just like a job for job's sake or a task for task's sake. This is a real desire, a passionate desire. And it could be something that helps you to create that feeling of comfort for yourself and stability. It could be something that will really help you to be able to be in a better position of being able to nurture yourself. And you may be using, assertiveness in a positive way. The shadow side of assertiveness is aggression, but this assertiveness itself is like a very conscious kind of way of using aggressive energy. And it's like a conscious manifestation of that. You're using assertiveness to really help yourself, to get things done, to do things for yourself. So that is real positive energy. And the fourth card for September, we get the King of Cups. So the King of Cups, kings are all about leadership and authority, really taking reign, taking stock over a situation, ordering, what resources need to go where, what needs to be done where, strategizing, being the one who makes the decisions. And the King of Cups, being a cup card, it's very scorpionic. It's about our intense emotions and feelings, our passionate desires, our personal desires. And these can go very deep into our roots. We may be feeling very emotionally reactive as well. But these decisions, that you're making this month, this is coming from an emotional place. And it is allowing you to take ownership of your life, to take ownership of what you want, to take ownership of feeling good, to be, a leader in your life. And you are taking your emotions and you are mastering them. You are moving them into positive channels. You're directing them in constructive ways. And it has you feeling really good and powerful and passionate. You know what you want and what you personally desire, and you're going for it. You're not, taking other people's opinions. You're honoring your own feelings, and that is helping you helping you to have this really strong and powerful presence in your own life. And maybe even, it could be how others see you. But it's like you have self-mastery in this card. You demand the tides. Everything is flowing in the directions that you command. Your plans and your strategies, they're in alignment with your personal wants. And I get the feeling that you are really integrated here. You're bringing all parts of you on board to get what needs to be done. And that is what helps you to be so driven and motivated and, taking all the action that's necessary. It doesn't feel like effort. So the final card, we get the Star card. So we've got two really amazing major arcana cards here, and the Star card is all about creating, having this faith that everything will work out, and it's all about healing. The Star card, faith doesn't come without doubt, that's for sure. Just because we have faith in something, it doesn't mean that we know that it's going to work out. Having faith means that you don't have all the answers, but some part of you really trusts in the process of what is happening. And it's going to be like, the universe is meeting you halfway, opening the doorways for you. It's on your side, as it always is, even though it doesn't always feel like the universe is on our side. In this card, you are feeling that. You are gaining sustenance from what you're doing. It is, giving back. It is creating something bigger than yourself. It's moving in a direction where there's more forces at play than you could even recognize from where you are. But it is building something grand, and it is connected to, something that is bigger than yourself. And it's not all about you, it's about something, a higher purpose. This allows you to flow. You feel like you are being guided. In this tarot card, the star is like that one shining light that we can see in the sky that helps us to know where we are and where we're going, helps to pave the way, where maybe a path isn't so obvious. But we definitely know that it is the direction that we need to go in. So whatever it is that you're doing this month, it's definitely something, that's heartfelt, that feels right, it's flowing, it's exactly what you want. And that's why, there's so much faith in this, is because it feels right. It feels like exactly where you need to be, where you need to be going, and what you need to be doing. And, I see it as like connecting the dots between the past, present, and future. It feels like in alignment. So, do let me know in the comments, Taurus, what that means to you, what that is for you, how that relates to your life. Because I would be really interested to know, cards like the Star card and even the King of Cups, they can seem like very, ambiguous cards, esoteric, and it would be really great to know some tangible, practical examples of what that means for you personally in your life. So, we're now going to move on to the external world part of the reading. And, this is going to be other people, things that are happening around you, doorways, opportunities, outcomes, anything like that. Whatever's manifesting for you in the physical world. So, the first card. Wow. Okay, so this is like the third time that the Page of Pentacles has come up for you, Taurus. Once in the previous reading that, didn't record. And then, again in your side of things, and then again from a different deck, in the external world. So this Page of Pentacles, it just wants to shout, it wants to send a message home that you are really studying something and learning something. And manifesting in your external environment, I get the sense that whatever it is that you are studying, the door is wide open for you there. There may be tons of information coming in regarding that subject. There may be tons of learning going on, tons of manifestation. If this Page of Pentacles is you trying to build something new, it is manifesting in your external world. And also, because I do the reading this way, based on the law of attraction, I get the sense very strongly that this Page of Pentacles energy that you're exuding or exhibiting it is very congruent and in alignment and integrated. So, it's not like you've got some part of you that doesn't want to do this Page of Pentacles holding you back from it. It seems like you've got all parts of you, all your subconscious and your conscious mind on board with this Page of Pentacles, with this energy of learning this thing, studying, having your head down, doing what needs to be done. It seems like you're really aligned with that energy, and so it's easily manifesting and mirroring in your external world as something that comes naturally and easily. And you may even get recognition for that kind of energy. People may be saying, wow, you work so hard, or wow, you're a fast learner, and I can't believe you're getting this thing done. And you may be seeing results from it in September. So that is just really, really positive. It's also quite grounding as well. You've got all this passionate energy going on, but it seems like this Page of Pentacles is you seriously being dedicated to something in the real world, not shying away from trying to make things happen. You really want to make this happen, and it seems like nothing is going to stop you, So the second card in your external environment in September, the King of Pentacles. Okay, so the King of Pentacles is actually a very Taurus card. It's somebody who is very grounded in their work, in what they're trying to manifest, in what they're building, what they're focused on. If you are, growing something, building something, this is you building your experience. To go from the Page to the King is like saying you're on the road to really building this thing up to be something really substantial, to be stable. It's something with a long-term vision that you really care about, and you want it to come into full fruition. But the court cards, they more often represent personalities rather than, and character traits rather than just actual circumstances. So this could be an older person or a more experienced person who is showing you the ropes, showing you the way. You may be seeking inspiration from these people, online. For example, this reminds me of those kinds of business people online on YouTube who do a lot of financial videos. And, you may be seeking inspiration from them, learning from them and learning their ways. You may be trying to, be like them, to master something. But maybe you see these people with all this luxury, the physical circumstances that they want, the physical location, and you want to learn their ways so that you can manifest the same thing. But it's really good, to have role models to be able to follow online even, that motivate us to want to achieve the same things that they have. So, the next card is the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords, this is of course the conflict card. This is, one person being beaten down and the other one sort of winning, kind of. He's won, but it's not all sunshine and rainbows when he wins. It just looks like complete destruction when he wins. And this is really fighting for a cause as well. So you may experience some conflict, going on around you in your external environment. This could also be somebody casting doubts into your mind. Some harsh things may be said, cold things. Maybe it could be about this venture, this physical, material related venture that you're going on. Somebody might have one too many opinions about it and it hurts. And causes tension. If there is some kind of conflict or something that seems to be stopping you from achieving what you want, then, this is that law of attraction thing that I was talking about. Some issue is manifesting externally that you need to pay attention to. So, my advice would be, if, this Five of Swords really manifests in September, ask yourself, how did that situation make me feel? And then however it makes you feel, just explore that emotion. Ask yourself how you feel, why you feel that way, really get in touch with your senses, and then recognize all the ways that you support that own belief about yourself. If somebody thinks you're not worthy of something, or that you can't do something, or that it's not right for you, then ask yourself, if that thing makes me feel unworthy, what are all the ways that I treat myself as if I'm unworthy? And then you can begin to heal that pattern, You can begin to say, okay, what are all the ways that I am worthy then? What are all the ways that I can show myself that I am worthy? What will bring me comfort, regarding this unworthy feeling that I feel about myself? But it could also just be somebody who is being brutal with you, brutally honest. But I feel like in some sense it's like you are being motivated by that, You're being motivated to get even more in touch with yourself, to be even more passionate about what you're doing. And that is why you need the Star card. Because of this Five of Swords, you need this faith and you need this healing kind of energy. It could also be the reason why you have the Chariot card here, is because the Chariot is very reactive emotionally to what is going on around them, and then having to discern as well. So, you may very well be quite reactive to this Five of Swords, but I feel like it's motivating you to look beyond, to keep the big picture in mind, and to know yourself, to know what you're passionate about, what you want. And the fourth card, we get the Two of Cups. So that is really interesting, On the one hand, we have this Five of Swords conflict, and then on the other hand, we have this Two of Cups. So there may be some people, in your environment where there's conflict, there's tension, cold hard facts, being thrown your way. But on the other hand, you have this really lovely energy right here. This could be a friend, this could be a relationship where the person is just really nurturing towards you. They're really supportive. They meet you halfway. They hold space for you and you hold space for them, and you feel like you belong with them. You feel like you're listened to and you're heard, and that you can feel better about yourself. This is also, people coming together, the conscious and the subconscious coming together as well. In the Rider-Waite deck, the female, she's got the sort of blue colours on, and the male, he's got the yellow colours on, and that is like the conscious and the subconscious meeting. But this is a lovely exchange, or a pleasant conversation even. Something that helps you to feel good, to feel nurtured, feel comfort. And after all that, Venus in Aquarius, harsh reality, energy, you're really going to need that Two of Cups. So definitely take advantage of that. I think that's why, you feel this star energy and this chariot energy. It's because you have some sense of alignment, some kind of receiving of a gift, some kind of hope, emotional hope. Somebody extending warm feelings towards you. And the final card for your external environment, we get the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is a situation where you have stability. You may be noticing where you do have stability in your life. This could be your home, this could be a work situation, this could be a savings account. There is some sense of material power, and power in the sense of feeling empowered and stable. A place where you feel like, regardless of any changes, you have this at least, to feel the ability to be able to expand from there, the ability to experiment with things, to do this Page of Pentacles energy, to keep the faith, because you still have a backdrop of some kind of comfort and stability in the material sense. You've built up something, and it is something you can rely on. And that allows you to keep this faith. It allows you to experiment in new directions because you have this backdrop of a foundation. And you may be feeling quite strong in that. That may be why you feel very King of Cups. It may be why you have the ability, to put those Five of Swords people in their place, and then to continue on looking for where you do have support. Continue on with your Page of Pentacles venture, having faith that you can manifest this King of Pentacles kind of energy into your life. So certainly nothing to worry about. All these cards are extremely positive, and this Five of Swords, when it is surrounded by all this, it's nothing. You can deal with that, and you can heal that. So do let me know, what this Five of Swords is, basically what all of these are, because these cards in the external environment, their meanings shift quite drastically because it's the external environment. So I'd really love to know how this manifests for you in your external environment. Do let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for listening to this reading, and I hope to see you in your October tarot reading.